Studying abroad is an amazing experience, but getting ready for the big trip can be hectic and overwhelming. Don't panic if you don't know what you need to do before studying abroad. To ensure you don't forget anything and you have a smooth transition to your new host country, take a look at our Study Abroad checklist to help you plan for study abroad and keep yourself on track for your departure. 1. Find out the eligibility. Before you start the process of applying to study abroad, you should check with university or their representative about entry requirements, application procedure, and pay close attention to application deadlines. 2. Start your process through someone who lived and studied in abroad. Talk to someone who have studied in abroad to get a sense of the successes and struggles of their experience. Talking to others who have completed the same program will give you a chance to ask specific questions and allay any fears you might have. 3. Find ways to finance your trip. Studying abroad can be expensive. Prior to committing to any program, estimate how much you will spend during your time abroad. Some students might qualify for federal loans or grants. There are a multitude of scholarships available specifically for students who wish to study abroad. Videsh Consultz helps students in getting scholarships. 4. Student visa and travel documents. It goes without saying that a current passport will be required in order to enter a foreign country and to return home. However, many countries require a student visa. If your destination country requires a visa, be sure to apply well in advance of your expected departure. Confirm that the visa will cover your entire study abroad period. 5. Accommodation, insurance, air ticket, foreign exchange, and international SIM card. At Videsh Consultz we help students in finding budget accommodation. It is very important to book well in advance to avoid last-minute rush. Travel insurance is worth the investment should you get sick or have any serious medical issues. Get ready with flight ticket, currency exchange, and pre-activated international SIM card. 6. Get a physical. Before leaving for your study abroad experience, you should visit your doctor and make sure you're in good health. Remember to find out if any vaccines are recommended for your planned destination. 7. Search out local connections. You never know what kind of resources are right under your nose. Let your plans to study abroad be known, and tell people exactly where you're going. Someone you know might have family, friends, or another local connection that could end up being invaluable. Videsh Consultz can help you in getting local connections. 8. Make sure you're aware of social customs. It may be perfectly okay for men and women to be platonic friends in the US, but it might not be acceptable elsewhere. To avoid awkward situations, find out as much as you can about local customs before heading overseas. Remember to consider language barriers. Even though you might know the language of the country you are visiting, there are still chances for misunderstanding. 9. Decide what you want to see and do. Going abroad to study can be more than just going to university in a different country. You will have the opportunity to tour famous sites, museums, and recreation areas. Research what you want to see and do while you're abroad. If you are not sure you have enough money, make a budget so you can save up to do what you want. There are a variety of travel guides available, some are geared specifically to students traveling abroad. 10. Know what to do in case of an emergency. Prior to leaving on your trip, find out how to contact the police, the fire department, and any other emergency service available in your host country. Additionally, consider enrolling your trip with the State Department. It's a good idea to have a list of emergency numbers available just in case you need it. You should know where the closest embassy is in case of trouble. 11. Know the law and stick to it. Be sure to obey the laws of your host country at all times. Find out the laws for common activities, such as driving a car or drinking alcohol. What is not a big deal at home can be considered quite serious in another country. Even a minor incident can create a lot of trouble for a foreigner who is not educated in the local laws. 12. Research local religion. It's not necessarily the case that you'll end up studying abroad in a highly religious area, but it can't hurt to know. Information about religion is available on travel websites and can lend insight into local customs. 13. Pack smart. Pack for the climate of the country you are visiting. For example, if you're studying abroad in Europe during the fall semester in the US, you should be prepared for spring and summer weather. Find out if you will need any special equipment, like heavy-duty snow gear, for example. Pack copies of important documents, such as plane tickets, passports and credit cards for reference in case of an emergency. 14. Prepare to stay in touch with your friends and family. While you're abroad, by using video chat programs, such as Google Hangout or Skype, you can buy an international calling card to use for phoning home. Being able to talk to your family and friends can go a long way in staving off homesickness. 15. Know that you can't plan for everything. It's a good idea to arm yourself with as much knowledge as you can prior to your departure, but there is no way to prepare for everything. Keep an open mind about your upcoming adventure. Any planning you do ahead of time will serve you well, but not knowing what will happen is part of the fun of travel. At Videsh Consultz, we understand your requirements thoroughly and help you through this tedious procedure with limitless options in over 27 countries. We of course stand unparalleled in this arena throughout the country. Students are often confused about selecting the country, course and chaos on visa application procedures. Keeping in mind the needs of students, we have designed our processes in a manner that every single task from admission to making travel arrangements is smooth and hassle-free. To know more detail about study abroad, visit our website www.videshconsultz.com.
Please do subscribe to Videsh Consultz channel and click on the bell button to get regular updates about Europe.